welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I need your help. I need your help to help me figure out what I want to pan for next year. I am only going to be doing 3 categories of this, so 3 videos. Today I'm doing like all the complexion products. I will be doing eyeshadows, eyeshadow palettes, singles, you know, all of the things that are in eyeshadow in that realm, and then I will be doing nail polish as well. So today I've got my face stuff, and I'm not going to do all categories because I am overloaded in some of those categories and stuff that is rolling over into next year. I don't want to go crazy because next year I am going to have a usage, or not a usage goal, but a use up goal. And I will have a monetary amount on that, and I really am trying to finish all the things. I really enjoyed playing for 2023, but 2024 I have got to go back to getting things finished up because my inventory will hate me if I don't. So that is the plan. So I'm going to go over the categories that I have in my inventory. I will show you ones that I am not going to have you guys pick out anything because I already have stuff in that category. I'll show you what I'm already working on. So maybe that can help kind of figure out what I should be putting in the other categories, if that makes any sense. And I will apologize in advance if I'm clearing my throat a lot and maybe even sniffling a little bit. We got exposed to COVID on Thanksgiving, and we didn't realize it at the time. And so I don't know if what I have going on is actually like the start of COVID or if I'm just getting a little sick. I'm not sure what the deal is. It could just be allergies because I have horrible fall allergies, but I'm a little not myself, so I apologize in advance for that. Okay, starting with primers, that is a category that I do not need any help with because I already have 2 full-size primers that are in projects that will roll well into next year. The first one is the Dr. Brandt Pore Refiner Primer. There's words there, I just can't apparently read them. And it is mostly full, so that is going to take me a while. And I'm also working on a Bobbi Brown face base that is more than half full. So between those 2, I think I'm pretty set for a while. And if I do need to roll something else in, it will be well into the year, probably halfway to 3/4 of the way through the year. So I will worry about that when the time comes, if the time comes. Next category would normally be foundation, but again, I have a bunch in other projects. I have 4 of them that are in rollover projects, so I'm going to show you what those are. First, I have the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage in 035, and that is natural beige. It is a little dark for me, even in the summertime, a little warm, and I do have to lighten it, but I do have other stuff in here to lighten it with. I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This one is way too light. Don't even ask me what the shade is because Misty sent it to me, and I just know it's like super, super light. Vast difference in the shades there, but they will work well together because, you know, one is light and one is not light, but they're both still too warm. The other 2 foundations I have, this is the Purlisse Ageless Glow Serum BB Cream. I actually have the right color. This is in medium. I cannot wear it in like the heart of summer, but I can mix it a little bit with like one of the other foundations that I have that is a little too dark. And then the One Size Turn Up the Base. This is the BBB cream, or the Beauty Blur Balm cream. It's a lot. It's very wordy. And I have, I would say, half of that still to go. Probably at least half of the Purlisse. The e.l.f. is almost completely full, and the Catrice, I would say, is probably close to 3/4 full. So I am set on foundations, and again, I'll be able to mix and match those together because this one, the One Size, is just way, way too high coverage for me. I'm not about that life anymore, so I will probably mix this with the e.l.f. and, you know, see how that plays. The next category would be concealer. Again, I already have 2 of those that I'm working on, and these are in for completion as well. This first one is Yensa. This is one that I use all over my face. It is like matches my skin color nicely, whereas the, what is this one? Essence. This is the Camouflage Matte Concealer. This one is definitely brighter, and I use this in my under eye area, so I am set for those. And again, if I need to roll anything in later next year, it'll be well into the year, I'm prepared to do that. But I kind of want to just stick with those. So I am on the first category that I actually need some help with. And this is kind of a strange category because this used to be one of my bigger categories, not counting like eyeshadows and nail polish. And it no longer is. I am going to be bringing in a face powder, but here's the thing. I only have 2 that I can really bring in because I don't have a lot. I have one that is not my color and I'm using it with some eyeshadows and stuff like that to blend out things, but I cannot use it all over my face. It is way, way too dark and it is way too warm. So I have 2. I have this one from Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake and Snatch. It's a pressed brightening and setting powder. It is beautiful. It matches my skin tone nicely. It is in the shade Blondie. So it actually is a little light for my overall face, but I can make it work because I like my bronzer. So there is that one. And this one is kind of crazy. You're going to laugh. Yeah, it looks like it's something else. It's not. It's completely legal, I swear. This is rice powder. It is a pound of rice powder. And this stuff is amazing if you have oily skin. It like soaks up all those oils and, you know, kind of gives you a matte finish without, you know, making you look cakey. It's one of the main ingredients in a lot of the Veil powders and I enjoy it. So I have a little bit in this jar, and then I also put a little bit in my day-to-day stuff in this thing, but I literally opened it last night, and it's a pound. It is a pound. I've had this a long time. I got this from Coastal Scents, so that tells you how long I've had it. I kind of would like to use this up, but I also, you know, I'm kind of intimidated by this big thing, and I'm not sure that I can use this up in a year. I probably could use up the Huda Beauty one, but I don't know. This one I literally just got within the last couple of months and probably the last month, and then this one I've had forever. I don't know. Should I put one in? Should I put the other one in? Should I put them both in and just see how it goes? I don't know. I want your thoughts on that, or should I maybe just try to finish up a jar, like what's in the jar and in this container? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. So I'm going to set that one off to the side. Greta is missing her brother because I'm actually filming right before dinner time and she's like, my brother's on the other side and I can't get to him. So I'm going to go let her out and I will be right back. Chances are pretty good that she's going to scratch on the door wanting to come back in again. So let's get on to the bronzer section. I am not going to be asking for help with a cream bronzer and I don't have one in another project, but I do have a really old Avon Bullet lipstick. And it is in a bronzy kind of shade. I have been using this to bronze, and this is going to be in a project for a while. So I'm just going to stick with this, and then if I need to bring in something again later, I will do that. But I am going to hold off on the cream bronzers. But I do have some powder bronzers that I am considering, and I would like your opinion. Some of these I've had for a while, and others I haven't. So the first one that I've had probably the longest is from Smashbox. This is the Fusion Soft Lights in Dusk. It is, you know, it is this. I do swirl it around when I use this. When I first brought this in to my collection, I was not sure how to use it. I figured it out. So this could be a contender, but I also have this Hoola bronzer that I have used to Franken in the past. I'm working on a Hoola bronzer now. It will be done early in the year, next year, so I need something that's going to carry me through the year. I feel like that one's probably going to be done in January or early February, so most of the year I will need to have another bronzer. So these are my first 2 contenders, and they've both been depotted clearly, and if I use them up, I will actually get a value for them, as opposed to this. This is the BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle Palette. I had this in 50 Shades of Yellow to hit pan on all sorts of things, and I do have pan in all of the bronzers up top here, and I could put 1, maybe even 2 of these in a project, but I will not get any value for my value goal for the year just by finishing those. And, you know, I'm not really sure how I want to play this, but you'll see that again in a second. So those are my bronzer options: the Very Used Benefit Hoola Bronzer, the Smashbox Soft Fusion Lights, almost forgot what it was called even though I just said it, or one of the three in this BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle palette. So I will need your help on that. Next, I need help with the powdered highlighter. I am working on a cream highlighter already. I did not pull it out because I forgot. This is from ColourPop. It is out of quartz. It is Super Shock. It has very good usage on it, but I think it's going to take me well into the year. So if we get mid-year and I need to pull in another cream highlighter, I'm good with doing that later. I really would like to get that one finished for next year. So I really just need to pick out a powdered highlighter. I do have one that is in a project. It is from Bare Minerals. It is Diamond Gossamer. It is white. It is white, it is shimmery, it is icy. I will not be using this on my face, like my actual face, like my cheeks or anything like that. I will use this for like my inner corners. I will use it on my lids and stuff like that. I will use it to franken stuff with. And I want to get it done, but this came in a set that was gifted to me many, many years ago. This is not going to look good on my skin tone. So even though I have a highlighter in, I need to bring in a true powder highlighter that I can use as a powdered highlighter. So here are my options for that. I do have other highlighters in my collection, as I do with a lot of these products. I do have others, but these are the ones that I am considering working on for next year. I do have the three here in the Belgian Waffle palette. I have these two that actually will work with my skin tone. This one will not. I will have to use that on my eyes. And again, same thing with the bronzer. I might be able to finish one, maybe two of them. But again, I get no value on this for using up a few pans here or there in a year, where my goal is to finish things and actually to get a monetary value for them. So I don't know that I can do all of the bronzers and all of the highlighters. I don't know if that is going to even be possible for me, but it is a contender. I have one highlighter that's not technically a highlighter, but I use it as such. This one is the Milani Illuminating Face Powder, and I swirl it around and I use it as a highlighter. It is incredibly subtle, so this is one of those that I use on the no makeup days, or if I'm in a hurry and I just want to do the most basic of looks. This is great for that. So that is definitely a contender. I've had this one for quite some time, and it is one that I would like to get used up eventually. It is not a high value, but it is an older product, so it is one that I would definitely consider working on. This one is not a high value at all, but I want to get it used up because I do have another one or two in my collection. It was sent to me by mistake when I made a purchase from Shop Miss A, like, 600 years ago. It has got 6 highlighters in it. I could not use them all on my face. I can use some of them to franken. This one and this one are like easy to use on my face. I could probably even get away with this one in like summertime. The white, the pink, and this like mustard, they would be frankened and used up on my eyes and that kind of stuff. But again, I have 2 more of these that are brand new that I would like to get used up as well. But I want to say it's only like $6 to $8, so it doesn't have a lot of value, and there's a lot of product in there. So I don't know, maybe not. And then this one I've been hoarding forever, and I really shouldn't. It has the name, the imprinting has been worn off, and I think I've maybe swatched it. This is Becca Champagne Pop. As we know, Becca is not here anymore. They're with Smashbox, I think, now. And I've had it forever, and I do really like it. But, I don't know. It's tiny. I probably could get it done in a year. So, yeah, I definitely need help with that one. So, these 2 face palettes, again, I would have to finish everything in there to get a value for it. I have the Milani Illuminating Face Powder, which is older, but not worth a lot. And then I have the Becca Champagne Pop, which is also older, and it has an okay value on it. I really didn't look to see what the value comparison was on this. They're actually not that different. The Becca is $10, and this is, I think, it says $8.79. So they're kind of a wash. So I guess it really doesn't matter which one I use. This one will probably be easier because it's smaller, but this is more everyday, so I could build it up a little bit more. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. The last category is going to be blushes because I don't use like setting sprays or anything like that. It would normally be in this category, but I don't buy those anymore because I don't need them. I'm glowy enough on my own, and none of them actually keeps my makeup on any longer, not that I have found. Powder blush is one that I will not be rolling in. I have 3 full-size powder blushes in projects, and I would like to get all 3 of them done next year if even remotely possible. The first one is from Bare Minerals. It's Tropical Radiance. This is really, really pretty on, and I want to use that one. We have Tarte Party. You guys have seen this in other projects right now. And then, of course, this one is from Essence. It is called, I don't know what it's called. I want to say it's like a Silky Touch blush from Essence, and I think it's Baby Doll. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. So I really want to get all 3 of these done, and it's going to take me the whole year, but I think I can at least get 2 of them done, maybe 3. We'll have to see how that goes. But I want to bring in a cream blush and use a cream blush under. I've been kind of underpainting more lately, and I'm enjoying it, and I need to have a good cream blush there. The first one is going to be the Super Shock in Drop of a Hat. I absolutely love this one. It is subtle. I could use this on the top. It almost isn't dark enough to underpaint with, but I do like it just under like a translucent setting powder. It's beautiful that way, and it has pan, so that is definitely a contender for next year. Love it. I have 4 others that are in like the tubes. The first one is from Kulfi. This is the Mendy Moments Sandalwood Swirl. It is really pretty, and it is not as dark once you sheer it out as it seems to look. Probably can't even see it because I didn't put much on, but it is a nice, slightly warm but nice blush that I could use. I have one that I just got from Misty that she decluttered from Revolution. It's the Super Dewy Liquid Blush in, it's too small to read. That's not really its name, but you know what I'm saying. So there is that one. This one seems more neutral to cool. I have the Purlisse Blush Glow BB Cheek Color, and this one is in Sweet Rose. And it's bright. It is definitely bright, but it does sheer out nicely. And then this one is also from Revolution. It is Rocks Liquid Blush. I'm sure it was a collab, and I have no idea who or what Rocks is, but this one is very, very warm. This one kind of scares me, but again, if I'm underpainting, I can probably make it work. So, you know, we'll have to see how that goes. So I have, like I said, Drop of a Hat from ColourPop. Sorry about the glare. And then I have the Kulfi Mendy Moments Sandalwood Swirls, which is super pretty. This one from Revolution that is kind of neutral to cool. The orange from Revolution, I mean, I don't even know what else to call it. It's like a terracotta color. And then this bright pink from Purlisse. One of those, maybe even 2, can go in a project at somewhere in the many projects that I'm doing. I just need to figure out which one, or possibly 2, that I would like to work on with your help. All right, that is everything for this. You know, help me decide, panda plan, that kind of thing for next year. Be on the lookout for the eyeshadow version as well as the nail polish version. They are coming up, and I really look forward to seeing what all of your comments are below. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.